What is up, y'all? Hope you're having a wonderful New Year's. Happy New Year's to you. I want to just take a moment to say thank you guys for all the great feedback, the views, the comments, the subs to the channel. It has been amazing these last like 3 weeks of videos, New World. I really appreciate all of you. Shout out to Clap Pacha. Appreciate you, boys. Y'all the real heroes. All right, now let's get into the video. Today, I want to talk kind of about the Lux system. Now, I want to preface this by saying that I will not be putting any, how do I want to put it, negative connotations on the system. All right, we're going to look at the system as it is right now. There will be a couple things that are kind of like theory because we're not really 100% sure. No matter what Reddit says, no matter what the negative Nellies say, all right, I'm going to give you a couple of my thoughts on it. And we're not going to go into people thinking that the system's broken or trying to do other things. I'm just going to give you guys just an overlook of the system as it's in place right now, and we'll go from there. All right, kind of my pointers on where to go from here and how to make your luck better. I have seen an immense uptick in my expertise system since putting the luck gear I have on now and taking the time to make the luck gear kind of the best I can at the moment. There are some things that I can still increase in my set, but they are super expensive to increase, and I've not been able to get to them yet. All right, there is a couple things that are my own thoughts on it to where it might work, may not work, so I'll give you guys that too. But first things first, you want to go through your equipment. All right, if you are level 600, make sure you guys get close to the level 600. I believe it's 550 or 599, and 600 will roll you a 2.8% luck on your item. All right, now that means 5 pieces at 2.8% luck. It's a lot. It's good. All right, it helps out drastically. Now my first pointer to you is when I built my system, my set. Actually, it looks like 596 still rolls 2.8% luck too. Might be 595 where it drops, to be completely honest with you. Let me take a look here. I don't think I have anything lower than this. Yeah, all my stuff's up. So take a look at that. I believe it's 595 or lower. It'll go to 2.7%, but you know, it is what it is. Anyways, 5 pieces, 2.8% if you're level 60. If you're not level 60, just get something your level with luck on it. All right, you want this to be a completely different set than what you'll normally use if you're doing wars or PvE or PvP. I mean, just want this to be a luck set, so you're maxing out your luck. Now, one caveat I have to that is if you guys do look at my stuff, I tried to stay with my attributes. Okay, you want to still be able to live and either heal or do damage while in your luck set. That was one of the first mistakes that I made on my first set. Is I had strength, intel, focus, const, dexterity, just random shit all throughout it, and it just did not work. All right, it made runs really difficult, especially if I was soloing them. So I am a healer and a hammer wielder. I don't put anything into strength. If you guys want to see that build video, it is on my channel, Warhammer Lifestaff. It's a great one. You guys are looking for something. I also will be coming out with a video for the best heals you can produce within a war. Still testing some stuff out, still creating some pieces. But that's where I'm going towards next. So I'll get you guys that video as soon as I can, as soon as I'm able to test it on a couple wars to make sure it is prime content for you. I'm not going to release you guys any bullshit, you know what I mean? Anyways. So you want the 2.8% on each piece. You want to make sure your attributes are aligned with your build. They don't have to be perfect. Like I have 25 that goes into strength, I have 12 that goes to dexterity, and 17 in intel. But I still have almost 300 focus, and I have 89 constitution. I still run attribute food if I'm doing a solo run. If I'm running with the boys and we're going to do the elite zones, I don't run attribute food. It's a waste. There's so many people. We zerg about 50 or 60 greens at a time. So that's what I'm saying. Again, shout out to Clap Pacha. Y'all the mans, the women's, the mans and women's. So the next piece of advice I have for you guys is to get pearls. Pristine pearls. Don't waste your money on the lower stuff. Pristine pearls right now I think are like 68, 69 gold right now a piece on my server. They should be relatively cheap if you guys have a high pop server. If you don't have a high pop server, go fishing for clams, try to find some pearls. Also just spend the money. I mean, it's worth it. So you get 0.5% with those pristine pearls of chance of rare items from chests and monsters. That's the whole loot luck system, is rare items from chests and monsters. All right, so that's going to be your elite chests, your regular chests. With this set I have on right now, I tested it. I've tested it for about 2 weeks now before releasing this video. I've pulled stack decks. I've gotten my expertise system or my expertise up from around like 515 to where you see it right now, with some gypsum added in. So it is working really nicely. What's up, Joffrey Bezos? TPing right next to me. God dang it. All right, so make sure you guys get that. Make sure you get those pearls in. They help. All right. Don't listen to those naysayers that say pearls are an issue. Okay, they are not an issue. I pulled a loaded dice the other day with pearls in my equipment. All right, it was 65 degrees in my house, and I had toast for breakfast. If that needs to help any of y'all, all right. But, anyways, we are gonna keep going here. So you want to make sure you have all the luck in your gear, all those pearls. Then you're gonna go to your jewelry. I did test the jewelry out. All right, there was a couple people saying that jewelry was giving a negative effect on your loot. This is where I'm saying don't listen to everything you guys see on Reddit. Test stuff out yourself. Or come watch me. I test everything out. Loot luck is like my bread and butter. All right, I've been testing everything out on it, and I'm gonna give you my opinions on things that I think work. I'm not gonna go into the negative side of it. All right. Okay, as long as we're clear on that. I'm staring you guys right in the face. We're not doing that. Anyways, I did test the jewelry. I took it off for half of our first run and was getting almost no prestige bumps. I put the jewelry on and started getting a lot of expertise bumps. So there you go. Tested. Proven. I did it a few times, so it's not just once. Anyways, I have 2.4% on my amulet. It can be increased. 2.8 is the max luck, so you gotta make sure that you have it on that. I have it on this ring. Now, this is where I also say cater to your specific build, because this ring has Sacred on it. I believe Darkoff gave it to me. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you. He found this ring with his expertise level and gave it to me so that I could have Sacred on my luck build. So I get that extra outgoing healing. Obviously, it helps him too, so I can heal him while we're doing them, things like that. But cater to your build a little bit while still keeping that luck in mind, all right? Now, you can roll rings that have pristine gems in them. I have not seen any pristine gems dropping in the wild, and this old ring was found out in the wild. So, if you guys do have a jewel crafter in your guild, let him know you want a luck ring and figure out what he needs. You can put pristine in there, but I believe it's when it's crafted. I don't think you can do it afterward. If you guys do know anything about that for sure, throw it in the comments. I'd really appreciate knowing some more information about it. My jewel crafting is literally at 0, so if you guys can let me know, that'd be great. I found this old earring out in the wild too. 2.4%, no gem slot. Again, out in the wild, I've never seen them drop with gems in them. I think I have gotten one with a sapphire maybe, but nothing good has dropped with gems in them, so that's where we're at. Now, one thing that people overlook, and I want to be very clear on this, is your bags. All right, don't overlook the bags. Every item that you can get luck on is at least at the higher levels, is at least 2% luck. So make sure you guys. Yo, Sickles, thanks for welcome to the guild. Appreciate you guys. So we have 3 bags, all with luck on them. They're not great bags. Don't make fun of me, all right? I have 200 armoring and I have crap bags. When you start making stuff for other people, you just forget about your stuff. But they all have luck on them, at least 2%. We're at 2.3 on the infused leather bag. I'm probably going to roll 2 more in the next couple days to replace these 2. But I transferred factions, and it resets your level, so I have to regain all that rep. If you guys are questioning about switching factions and need to know kind of the ins and outs of what happened, make sure you hit up the channel. I have a factions video, okay? So, now this is where, that is your normal luck, all right? It comes from all your gear. You do also have luck that you can get out of your trophies, all right? So if you own houses, I would recommend putting a loot luck trophy in there. Now, my caveat to this is the minor loot luck trophies are really good for your luck system. Now, the wikis and everything say that it gives you a very low percentage of luck increase. From my experience with 3 houses, if you have minor loot luck trophies in all of them, I had almost no luck at the time I put those trophies up, and it drastically changed my rolls. So, I would say they help out a lot, no matter what kind of is said around. Okay, I don't have any basic loot luck trophies. I do not have the major loot luck trophies. I'm a poor boy trying to make videos for everybody and trying to get my war build kind of set up. So I've been spending a lot of money. So I sold that loaded dice. Didn't really want to, but I had to. It was 17,500 and allowed me to get some things up, especially for this build, making sure that all of my loot is high up. We got the pearls in it and everything, so you guys can see what a pretty close to max-ish luck build looks like. Okay, so it's up to you if you guys want to make those basic trophies, make those major trophies. Together, the major and the basic trophies, because you need the stacked decks and the loaded dice. Loaded dice are about 25k right now. Sorry, not the loaded dice. Stacked decks are about 25k right now. Loaded dice are about 15. So you're spending about 40k just in those mats. Not to mention everything you need for the trophies and the 200 furnishing person you need to make them. So that's why, for me, I stay at the minor trophies for now. Eventually, I will upgrade to those major trophies. But for now, I'm just staying at the minor. I'm going to make some gold, and we'll go from there. Especially with me increasing the luck set with that money. It's an investment into more of those loaded dice, more of those stacked decks in the future. All right? Enough rambling, all right? Last couple things, and now these are things that you may or may not be able to do with your luck set. If you're watching this video while we're still in the Winter Convergence event, which this is New Year's Day, so we have about 10 days left of the event. There are weapons in the final tier of your rep in the Winter Convergence event that have luck on them. All right, so for myself, I went and got the Life Staff, which gives me 2.4% to rare items. And I also got the Hammer, which is also 2.4% rare items. Okay, now, there are some controversy around these items. There are people that say that they don't work at all. There are people that say they only work when they're out. And there are people like me who say, who cares? I'm going to put as much luck on it as possible. And if they work, they work. If they don't, they don't. They're not hurting anything. So that's the camp I'm in. All right. Now, I will agree with some people where they do say that, like, if you kill something with the loot, or with the loot luck item, the luck does apply because your item is out. You're using it. So you get that bonus 2.4%. But when you open a chest, you sheath your weapon, and it doesn't work. Now, I don't know how I feel about that. You get all the attributes of the weapon in general when the weapon's put away. So for me, I'm just going to let luck there. And if it helps, it helps. I honestly have seen some help with it. But I don't know if it's helping with just the drops from monsters or if it's helping from the chests too. Because I do have a lot of luck on here. So it's kind of hard. I've increased this kit a lot in the last couple weeks, including those weapons. So, like I said, for me, you guys do what you want. Until it's confirmed from Amazon, I'm going to run these 2 weapons, and I'm not going to worry about it. What some people do is they'll run one of their main weapons, and they'll run one of the loot weapons, and then when they go to kill something, they'll take that out, and they'll shoot it with the luck weapon for that last shot to get the luck on it. And it seems to help. Shout out to Green Squall. He kind of explained that system to me. Like I said, I'm in the camp of let's just put as much luck on here, and if it works, great. If not, it's not harming anything. But I appreciate the extra advice, and it's been helping to make video, you know what I mean? So last thing, before I keep you guys even longer than I already have, is if you were around for the big turkeys, the Gigundos, got those turkey legs hanging around, make sure you make those meals. I have seen a drastic difference in what comes out with this. It says it increases your constitution by 33% and luck by 5%. Also, make sure you don't use food when you use these. I haven't done it myself, but from what I've heard, you can use too much food of different types and actually roll this right out of your system. So don't do that. If you're going to use these, just use these for your food. Don't add anything else into it. Just use your potions to help you. 5% luck. I've seen a big increase in the amount of legendaries I get with this active. I've ran through about 13 or 14 of these total. I've seen a huge difference. I find usually 3 or 4 legendaries at a time. Now, granted, they've been schematics for me for different weapons that I'm never going to use, so they haven't really been great, but they're legendaries nonetheless. This kind of showed the increase. I did find 1 marble polished chest with this active up in Shattered Mountain. Okay? So it's kind of my advice when it comes to the loot luck system. Trophies, gear, make sure everything has luck on it. Make sure your attributes are aligned so you're not squishy as all heck. Run whatever you want to for this gear set in terms of heavy, medium, light. I personally, if it was me, I would go all heavy, unless you find a piece like I found these boots that were medium. They were at a good price, and they had the max luck on them. Plus, they had a little bit of the mana too, which is pretty cool. But like that doesn't apply to me because I don't use it. You know what I mean? I don't use that full wind of chill burst. So make sure you guys have a high amount of armor, a little bit of constitution in there so you can stay alive, especially if you're running solo and you don't want to fight everything in the world. If you guys are looking for chest runs, make sure you hit up my channel. I have Shattered Mountain chest run, and I also have a Morningdale chest run. There will be an updated Morningdale map. I have a new route that I am testing. That shout out to Lewis, appreciate you, buddy. He sent me a new route that's a little more optimized for Morningdale. Might be a little easier for people to follow along on too. So I'll be making a video on that coming up in the next couple days. But been working on this video for a while. Sorry about the lull in the videos. You know, holidays happened. My daughter's birthday happened, so I didn't really have tons of time to make some. But there will be plenty coming up soon. We'll start our resource map guide. I'm going to make a video on every single resource, where to find it, and a map of my best routes that I think work the best for high population servers. Because some of the main routes that you guys have on YouTube already or in your Discords or stuff like that are kind of hit at this point. All right, so you got to kind of vary off the beaten path and get stuff, especially with the weird wood. Y'all know how hard that's been. Ironwood. It's expensive now. But I appreciate you guys watching. I really would appreciate a like, a sub. We're almost to 100 subscribers. Yes, 9,000 views, guys. We're kicking butt. I appreciate y'all. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope this helps. Go find those trophy mats. Peace out.